Christian Weston Chandler, now known as Christine Weston Chandler, perhaps the most interesting man or woman in the history of the internet, subject of numerous trolls, YouTube discussions, and documentaries, the creator of Sonichu, an entire parallel universe, the autistic deity in training from Charlottesville, and what is definitely the best alternate history video on my channel to date. I will be examining on what if Chris Chan became president of the United States. How would Christian Weston Chandler or Christine Weston Chandler be elevated to such an esteemed office? Well, let's just say that in 2020 she runs under an independent ticket, the Sonichu Party. This ticket, supported mostly by trolls, is able to get on the ballot in all 50 US states. Chris Chan would even be invited to the presidential debates. And then, in a cruel twist of fate, come election day, a massive amount of people would come out and vote for Chris Chan as a joke. But as it turns out, the vote would be enough to get her elected. Christine Weston Chandler becomes 46th President of the United States, and the Sonichu Party is made legitimate. It can be hypothesized that under the Chandler administration, the nation's capital would be moved from Washington, D.C. to Charlottesville, Virginia, as Chris would not want to leave the comforts of his own house or his own town, and because of that, his house would become the official presidential estate. Charlottesville would also have its name legally changed to Quickville or Quickville, USA, and the United States itself, for the first time in its history, would change its name to the Quick States of America, or CWCSA for short. The eagle would be torn down and the Sonichu would become the nation's animal. The flag would of course be amended and would have to look something like this. After her inauguration, President Chandler would demand highly classified government technology from the feds in order to complete, once and for all, the dimensional merge. The dimensional merge would likely happen sometime in the early 2020s. All the characters created by Chris Chan and all the other creative minds that she deems fit would flood into our world, and we would flood into theirs in a mixture of real and fake, of real life animation and just animation and all sorts of stuff. A large majority of the population would die, but in Chris's eyes, it would all be worth it. Chris herself would Thanos snap all the trolls and all the meanies out of existence for good. And then, in her last act as president, before becoming complete ruler, Chris would declare that the planet Earth would be named Quick Planet, and declare herself God Empress, expanding the CWCSA to eventually envelop the entire Earth, eventually expanding into the moon, into Mars, and into far-off stars, likely in the 2050s coming into their biggest opponent, Planet Dolan. And that is where this alternate history video comes to a close. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out my channel for other videos.